Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Now, UPS is laying off 12,000 employees. This is a part of not only UPS, but this is going on with Amazon and other corporations. So basically, the layoff of 12,000 employees is going to save $1 billion in cost. It's also mulling a sale of its Coyote brokerage unit. So this announcement was made on Tuesday, just a few days ago. It comes just 6 months after unionized, after we got a lucrative new labor deal, which will also see delivery drivers earning an average of $170,000 annual paid benefits by the end of the 5 years. The CEO, Carol Tomé, said 2023 was a unique and quite candidly difficult and disappointing year. Now, she's saying that we've had decline in volume, revenue, and operating profits, all three of our business segments. She also attributed the weak performance to increased labor costs, challenges in the broader U.S. economy, freight complications abroad, and the disruption tied to labor negotiations last summer that diverted business to rivals. So the massive layoffs are mainly targeting the management level and contractor positions. And this is after the revenue declined by 9.3% to $91 billion from $100.3 billion in 2022. The company also issued a disappointing sales outlook for 2024. It was projected global revenue of between $92 billion to $94.5 billion, about $1 billion short of Wall Street analysts' expectations. UPS saw its domestic business drop by 7.4% in 2023. This was partly due to the disruption caused by the strike action threatened by the Teamster Union, which represents about 340,000 UPS workers during heated contract negotiations last summer. The unionized workers eventually secured higher wages for full and part-time UPS workers and workplace protections like air conditioning in UPS trucks, but not before UPS customers concerned about delays to their shipments switched to rival carriers like FedEx. During the earnings call, CEO Tomé assured shareholders that the company has so far won back nearly 60% of the business it lost during those contract negotiations. This directly contradicts the claim made by FedEx Chief Customer Officer Bree Career in December that her company was holding on to all of the share it had taken from UPS. It wasn't just the Teamster saga that hurt the shipping company's finances in 2023. UPS reported an 8.3% decrease in its international business as well, mainly due to softness in Europe as well as freight complications in the Red Sea region and the Panama and Suez canals. The company's business surged to record levels in the early years of the pandemic as more people chose to shop online, but it has struggled to top that benchmark when consumers returned to in-person shopping and curbed their spending amid high inflation. It tried to adapt by trimming employee headcount from 540,000 during the C19 peak to about 495,000 by the end of 2023 through attrition and reduced flying hours rather than layoffs. But unfortunately for the UPS employees affected by the job cuts, leadership appears to have found new cost-saving ways to conduct business. It's a change in the way we work, says CFO Brian Newman, as volume returns to the system. We don't expect these jobs to come back. It's changing the effective way that we operate. We are going to fit our organization to our strategy and align our resources against what's wildly important, said Tomé. We've identified new ways of working and are calling this fit to serve. UPS shares ended the day down over 8% and were flat in pre-market trade Wednesday. Now, All of that's fine and dandy. The reason that it is because the problem is that UPS basically, they got very arrogant. The bosses, they thought, okay, that they thought the deal that they put out there, we were just going to bend over and fold to it. And that's not the case. The problem is when you go through negotiations and the threatening of striking, it scares your partners away. If management, which is the CEO, CFO, and all of them, would have just compromised and got the job done like they were supposed to, this wouldn't have happened. But yeah, they cut those jobs. But so now this is what's really happening. Artificial intelligence, they're starting to go that direction. These jobs aren't coming back. What they're doing is artificial intelligence is kind of starting to take over. Now, everybody talks about, oh, well, the robots are coming. The robots are already here. Artificial intelligence is very bad because what it's going to do is going to replace a lot of the management jobs, a lot of certain jobs and areas of the business where they don't have to hire a person for it. Now, the thing is that with the now the thing here is they're blaming the artificial intelligence. So that's what they're trying to blame for coming in. But so they're talking about replacing it with artificial intelligence. And this is why I'm against artificial intelligence. What this is going to do is what they're trying to do is they're trying to have the AI run the company, run certain parts, run certain management positions where you don't need a person to do that job. The contractors are like outsourced companies who they were paying to, hit certain areas to help feeder drivers. In this contract, we were able to help the feeder drivers where we wouldn't be able to hire any contractors outside to take their work, which UPS was using because they wanted to save costs by going to get somebody else to use their trucks and stuff. But now that's not going to happen. So the getting rid of those people, those contractors and the management people really is going to save the money they save. But they're only doing it because they're paying out more now to the drivers and to the part-timers in the warehouse now. So now they're they're going to make cuts and stuff. That's just what they do. And people don't understand that. But artificial intelligence, what they're saying is going to be put into play and start making decisions on like where the company needs to go, where they need to save costs at, how they need to divvy out the workload and the pace. But see, this is the thing. Robots have been getting put into position like forever. Like overseas and all of that stuff. That stuff is already being made, like Japanese, Chinese, hell, Americans. They've been testing robots to basically serve you food, fix things, work, do customer service, talk to you. All of this stuff has been happening for like 10 or 15 years now. It's just now it's getting bigger now because they have the technology now to make certain stuff. Now with artificial intelligence, what they're trying to do is they're trying to replace artists in the music business, basically by using that artificial intelligence. they can create a song where they don't need the artist. So let's say an artist die or whatever, they could be like, oh, we could use the artificial intelligence, since they own their rights and own their publishing and stuff. They could just use the artificial intelligence, to make the songs and stuff, and it'll sound new. But it still doesn't have the feeling in it that it would have if you listen to a real person, because it's artificial intelligence. It's not creating anything. See, people think this stuff is creating stuff. No, it's going off of what is already there. Artificial intelligence can't conjure up something new. It has to go off of what has already been placed there. And now that they have a chance to do that, what else are they trying to do? Here, like here, I'm gonna show you guys something. I think this is Now, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was back in 2015. So this is Fair Use Act. I'm gonna turn the music down because I don't want to get copyright strike. I hope I don't get copyright strike with this. Now look at this.
Trucks. That's right, the company has put its minority stake in automated trucking startup TuSimple to work. For over 3 months, self-driving trucks have been hauling cargo back and forth between Phoenix and Tucson, Arizona. The tractor trailers are outfitted with 9 cameras as well as LiDAR sensors, those spinning contraptions often attached to the roofs of self-driving vehicles to help them see. The fleet is designed as level 4
Fair Use Act. Just doing this for commentary purposes.
Are only on board as a fallback. The effort aims to reduce the cost of shipping by 30%, likely by eventually removing the human occupants once the technology has been perfected. This isn't UPS's first foray into autonomous navigation. Earlier in the year, the company announced a program that will deliver medicine over short distances via drones. Meanwhile, FedEx has revealed an adorable robot for same-day deliveries, and Domino's is planning to use Neuro's self-driving R2 vehicles later in the year. In other words, you're going to start seeing a lot more robots sometime in the near future. We just hope you keep your prejudices to yourself. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and...
You see that? Now, y'all think HD, all I do is talk football and all this sports, and I'm done with sports, dog. Like, I'm really done with it. It's turned into a shit show. Now, you guys been thinking look, this is what they're doing. Now, they haven't, let me see. Now, look at here. UPS and Waymo partner to begin self-driving package pickup in Arizona. This is on 2020. Self-driving vehicles will shuttle packages from the UPS store locations in Metro Phoenix to UPS facility. So they're trying to cut down the money that they have to spend. Now that this deal is going out, they're going to start pushing this more. So in about, I'll say 10, maybe 15 years from now, half of the employees going to be out of there, like that drives the cars. You see this? Self-driving technology, Waymo announces a first-of-a-kind partnership to pilot autonomous vehicle package pickup. I am terrible. I'm tired. That's why. In the Metro Phoenix area, starting in the coming weeks, Waymo's Chrysler Pacifica minivans will shuttle packages from the UPS store locations to a local UPS sorting facility for processing. They got all of you guys thinking, oh man, I'm gonna drop the phone. They got everybody thinking, see, I'm the only person thinking like this at UPS. I tell some of my coworkers, I'd be like, bruh, they're going to replace us. They're already working on package cars that are automated, where you don't need a driver or anything, where it could just go do what it does. And then what they're trying to work on is having the ability to deliver it to the front door. Now, once they figure out how to be able to deliver it from the package car to the front door and everything, oh, it's over with. It's over with, bruh. No more talking about I'm sick or I don't want to come in or I'm tired, bruh. I'm telling you, I already know how it is. You know what I'm saying? I already know what's going on. And then these supervisors, they're getting rid of a lot of these supervisors. Soon, you might not have a lot of these supervisors. You're just going to be talking to a machine telling you your daily routine. You'll sign yourself in, do what you got to do, move on. They're going to start getting rid of them guys. Those guys are very expendable because they're not protected by the union. Those are the supervisors. They're not protected by the union at all. The only ones are the employees. That's why it's key we got our union, because they can't just get rid of us or push us out, because our union, if our union stays strong, we stay packed, they can't do none of that stuff. So this is the stuff that I'm trying to explain to people, is that we got to wake up. Artificial intelligence is making us lazier and it's going to take over everything. You know, I'm not finna speak this iRobot and all this stuff, but that's the way it's going to be. And I'm trying to tell people that. Like, everybody is like, oh man, I can use AI to mix my music down. I'm like, I don't need no AI for that shit. I don't need AI to write my bars. I don't need AI to do this. AI is going to make you guys obsolete. The robots are making us obsolete, and people are down for this shit. People are so worried about the stupid shit in the world and America that they're not focused on what's happening under our nose. And they're not going to push this video. I know they're not. But I've been talking about this stuff for a long time. And everybody in my job, they like, man, dog, I tell them, look it up. My boy looked it up. He was like, dog, this is crazy. I ain't never know this. And I said, I told you. You got to wake up, man. That's why I'm doing these YouTube videos. That's why I'm trying to finish this book. I got a lot of ideas I'm trying to do, because one of these days, the pandemic, what it taught you was they don't need you. They don't need you. They could find a way to work around you, bruh. And that's the way it is. You know, it's nothing being, you know, it's not trying to be mean, but it's just being honest. You know, everybody's like, oh man, do you have any friends? It's not about making friends. It's about finding partners, man. Finding people who you can work with. Building a team up. You know, my subscribers, everybody subscribe to me. They're my supporters, man. They support me. You know, they my family. We family. You know, if we can all come together with a plan to try to get some money, try to work with one another, shoot, I'll do it. You know, like I was telling my boy JP from the NO, man, like, shoot, you ain't that far from me. You know, we could connect. I told Felton Moore, man, we could connect. Shout out to Felton Moore, AB. You know, I told him we could hook up. He in Houston. Bears in Houston. I'm going to try to hook up with him one of these days, man, so we can get some things going. I got to hit him up. I've been slacking. I meant to hit him up. You know, my bad, Bear, man. I've been so busy, bro. But now football season going, I can really talk to you. But we could connect with one another, man. Like, bro, like, I'm not on YouTube just to get subscribers and views and stuff. No, I'm on here to tell you guys the truth, to keep you guys heads up in the world. And I'm gonna start doing more news related videos and stuff, because I'm kind of deviating away from sports, because sports has become so scripted and fake, dog. It's like, I'd rather watch wrestling, because at least I could look at a beautiful woman. So the thing I'm saying is the layoffs and everything came because they lost certain companies, but we're going to get that product back. We're going to get that volume back. It just takes time. But the reason we really lost those people who were those contracts and stuff is because management got cocky. They got arrogant. Instead of just falling to our demands, they just looked at us as we weren't important, and they saw what happened when we did a pre-strike. It really wasn't a real strike. It was a pre-strike just to show them that we're not playing, and we showed them. You know, so people got to understand, like, they're trying to find ways to blame the strike and all that. It's not us. It wasn't our fault. If y'all would have stood on business, everything would have been fine. But see, you're cutting those jobs to save billions. No, you're cutting those jobs and everything so you can have more money in your pocket, so you don't have to pay that certain part. So you got rid of them. Amazon did the same thing. I did a news story on Amazon getting rid of all these people, man. And, you know, I'm going to show you guys the companies that made the cuts and everything. You know, this is BS. Now, Google, like, now, the full list of the major U.S. companies that's slashing staff this year, last year I believe it was Amazon, is UPS to Google and Microsoft. Companies like Amazon, BlackRock, Nike, Intel, Citigroup have announced plans for cuts this year. Yeah, they're going to cut people so they can save costs. And you know what they're going to do with that cost? They're going to replacing job cuts. See, they're not telling you this stuff. Now, 4 in 10 companies say artificial intelligence is likely to replace some employees in 2024. Among companies that currently use AI, 37% say they already laid off workers this year because they were no longer needed, according to new resumebuilder.com survey released Wednesday. Google cuts jobs and shift to AI. And they're basically saying the primary reason is efficiency. AI systems can often complete tasks faster, more accurately, and at a lower cost than human workers. But you know what you're going to lose from using AI? You're going to lose the human element. You're going to lose that. If you're in a business where you're at a restaurant or something that deals with customers, like selling shoes and all of that stuff, you're going to lose that human element. But they don't care. They rather do AI stuff. And it's a lot of tech jobs that are doing it. But they're going to try to get rid of a lot of the workers, and they're going to use AI to replace them, and robots as well. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not just the robots, it's just technology itself. So now you're losing jobs, and everybody is wondering, what is wrong with America? You're destroying the infrastructure. You're destroying the infrastructure. You're not replenishing it with jobs. When you take a certain amount of jobs from neighborhoods and stuff, what happens? Crime goes up, deaths go up, robbery, smoking, tobacco, drinking, all of this stuff is gonna rise. because people are frustrated and they're stressed out. So that's the facts. You know, I was going to do this video live earlier, but I fell asleep and I woke up because I was tired. I just fell asleep. I was watching one of my shows and I was just like knocked out. But yeah, man, this shit is scarce and scary. You know, I know a lot of people talk about this on YouTube and stuff, but man, this is the truth. Artificial intelligence is bad. And the robot thing is all terrible. It's bad. They made these movies like they making these movies with robots and everything and all of that stuff and trying to get you accustomed to it. Like, remember Short Circuit back in the day? They've been introducing you to this for a long time. They're trying to get you comfortable. That's why they were playing a lot of movies. They had black presidents in it. Why? Because they wanted to get you accustomed to having a president. We never really had a black president. We still haven't had a black president. They was like, oh, we're going to put a mixed guy in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. Like, psychologically, they continuously lied to you. We never had a black president. We never had one. We've had black presidents before America, like when it was just regular, like US. Like, we had black presidents. I think we had a bunch of them. They were what were they? They were Moors. They were Moors and everything, and then they were lied to, and it was stolen from them. So this is the thing I'm trying to tell you guys, man. So we gotta start smartening up. We gotta start looking at real stuff. You know, people are too busy stuck in their own world and everything, stuck in their own thing. You know, everybody is worried about this and that. It's like, bro, like, you don't understand what's going on. Like, they're taking the jobs. They're not giving us any more jobs. You got to create your own job. You're going to have to create your own job. And that's what I was telling my mother the other day. I was telling her, man, you got to create your own job. Like, if you want to make some extra bread, just go on the internet. You know, I told people that I know, just go on the internet. I told my brother, man, go on the internet, man. My cousins, go on the internet, dog. You can make money off the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can go to school for tech. You can go to school learning how to build computers, build websites and stuff. You could do all of this stuff that'll help you. You know, the internet is there to be there for you to use, to hustle. You can make money off the internet, whether it's $1, whether it's $5 million or $100,000. It depends on your grind. You know, it's hard. It's harder now, but you got to make your way. You got to go out and hustle. You got to go out and talk to people. You got to talk to people on the computer as well. So, you know, I just wanted to bring that to you guys, man. You know, nothing too much. You know, I don't want to keep you guys all day or all morning. But I just wanted to put this out here to let you guys know is that it's getting scary as hell out here, man. And it's like, you know, when I saw the layoffs and stuff, you know, I seen people talking about it, but they didn't really get into depth about it. Like, people think, oh, it was laid off, my job's safe. Well, your job is safe for now. Like, my job is safe just for now. I'm looking at it like, I don't know if I'm gonna have this next year, the year after, you know, because they're gonna do everything in their power to try to, you know, not let you make it that far. So you got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to be on your T's and W's, all that shit, your XYZs. You got to be on all of that shit, man. You got to be careful out here. Like, straight up. But, man, thank you guys for listening, man. Thank you for y'all support, man. I am out. Deezy.